spill some hard drives. Greetings and welcome to Die and Die presents the first episode of the first season of Flotsam and Jetsam. A campaign that Adam and I will be playing when the other players that are part of our campaigns are not available. We realized that we had not been playing as much as we wanted because of player conflict, scheduling conflicts and other obligations. We were like, yeah, we could do a smaller campaign. Super excited about this one. I've been tweaking these character builds for probably a month now. But the player. I'm going to hand this off to Adam as he's graciously agreed to run this one.
Greetings. Welcome to Flotsam and Jetsam. All right. How was your week? The normal?
I'm studying for project management professional certification, and it's a lot of memorization. I'll be happy when the exam is done on Wednesday, but I've been spare time has been doing endless practice exams. I have a new hatred for multiple choice questions and how tricky. I came across one which was a double negative, so you had to, which one is not false? I'm like, oh, you gotta be so which one's true? It's like, I'm like, this is now a logic question, not actually challenge me on whether I know the material or not. So
logic or reading comprehension test.
So I'm sure my neighbors in my apartment building have been hearing a lot of swearing at weird hours, outbursts. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
Strange outbursts.
I'm ready. I'm ready to have some make-believe character kick the crap out of make-believe
fun time.
Yeah, exactly.
Make-believe fun time.
Yeah, exactly.
I just got back from Saskatchewan, and I am now officially tripedal. I was quadrupedal before. So yeah, I've got a cane. I like my cane. I will later use this to play Kingpin for Halloween or something. But it's super good to be able to it's easy to do stairs, and I can carry stuff, and it's like,
yeah. For context to those that are new, Adam got his ankle busted with an illegal foot swipe at judo. So,
yes,
yeah,
it was fully snapped.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some stuff. So let's do some stuff.
We're also streaming. We're going to stream this particular campaign also on a second platform. So hello to those who are watching on Kick. Our channel is brand new there, but if you do hear me talking to a different chat, that's probably what's going on. For those on Kick, we are streaming on Twitch, and that's where a lot of the die rolling and the existing community for Die Drink and Die normally congregates to watch.
Cool. All right. If we could go to I will enforce you to this current map. Center player on current map. Force players to current view. Ganzorig. Salt is in the air, and a headache is in your brain. You have been thumped upside the head, as well as what you feel to have been potentially drugged.
Oh, I don't feel so good. Oh, Akadi, what strange winds are these?
You're in a very dark, rocking surface. Give me a fortitude save.
Does this... Which character is going to be seasick? Okay. Fort save. Third level character, 8.
Okay, again, you do not feel good at all.
Oh, this is the rocking of water, a lesser deity.
There is a chest beside you, awkwardly sort of thumped up against the corner. Peering over the chest, there is a monkey? An orange-haired monkey that appears to be eyeing you curiously.
What are you? I'm a Sunwoo. What are you? Oh, my head must be spinning. Monkeys are talking. Ganzorig's just now got his head between his knees. He's clutching his temples.
This room is very dimly lit. It is obviously daytime, as you can see light filtering through the sides of the ship and a few cracks and a few spaces. There is an oil lamp near the stairs. The room looks like it could house, up to 50 or 60 men. You're all chained up along one wall. Give me a perception check for Ganzorig.
Sure. You also have a perception automator if you want to use that, but I'll roll for this one. I also built a stealth automation, so you could take 10s or roll randomly.
For the ninjaing.
Yeah, for the ninjaing. Yeah, exactly. Just to speed things up. But Ganzorig's perception's 19.
19? Somebody's got a pet fox. It's hanging up against the wall.
It's hanging?
It's in like a cage.
Okay.
Not hanging, but
Okay.
it's in a cage nailed to one of the central masts or the central pillars in the ship. The cage itself is more heavy duty than you would expect. Do you have any sort of craft or appraise?
Ganzorig. No, he has desires to one day to know how to make his own arrows, but no.
Okay.
How is he chained? Like, is it around our neck, or is it are we manacled, or
there are odd manacles on its wrists?
No, Ganzorig.
On Ganzorig is manacled on the wrists. There's also shackles on his feet that are connected to the wall.
2 separate chains or one chain?
It's 2 sets of chains.
Oh, they sure want to keep his son bridled. Or bridled, I guess. Huh. He like sniffs at himself. He checks himself to see if they took everything from him.
Everything of consequence. You are still clothed.
Does he have his holy symbol to Akadi still?
What type of holy symbol of Akadi did you have?
There was one in my readied slot with my spell component pouch, and then there's one.
Those 2 are missing. The one on his neck, was it of value? Like
they're probably like 10 silver pieces.
Okay. We will roll. You are kind of a clod. Oh my word! Give me a second. I haven't been on the computer for a long time. I forgot to log into Twitch. Noob.
I can roll something for you if you
want. Nope, they missed it in their search.
Oh.
They must have just thought it was jewelry.
Okay, he the one around his neck then.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
so he holds out the. We'll say that this one is like a silver bird skull. That is a holy symbol of the Queen of Air, Akadi. He's quietly praying to Akadi to deliver him from this horrible, wretched existence upon the waves.
the horridness of being subjugated by water. All right.
Sunwoo seems to be interested in the guy that woke it up, though. Like he's watching. Yep. Sunwoo's watching Ganzorig.
For Sunwoo has been here for some time, at least 4 or 5 days at this point, before you had the new additions.
I didn't catch your name. Oh, Ganzorig. A what? Oh. I don't talk to monkeys. Not a monkey.
Coming down the stairs, there is a man with an evil look in his eyes, and he has a rather large whip at his belt. He is flanked by 2 pirates.
Sunwoo shirks from that. Like he looks down and he's kind of shrinking and trying to be small.
Sunwoo's doing the correct thing.
Yep.
Well, look who we have here. Are you awake?
Okay. Ganzorig quickly, as people come down the stairs, is tucking the holy symbol back into his shirt. Yeah.
What is your...
Are you awake? No.
He thinks he's funny. Oh, yeah, he thinks he's funny. He thinks he's funny. You some kind of comedian?
No, I'm not too sure I know what that is. I'm Ganzorig. Of the Ikhunians.
The barbarians, yes. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Do you know how to sail?
Ride a horse? If sailing's like riding a horse to the sea, then maybe.
This guy here kicks you in the ass. Like
okay, yeah.
In the hip region.
Oh. Ganzorig struggles against the chains a little bit, but...
You did cause some trouble, didn't you? Is everything functioning on you?
Could use something to eat, something to drink. A nice woman at my side. She could help me. She could help me figure out if it's all working.
You get a bigger kick this time.
Okay.
In like the kidney region.
Ganzorig, like you don't think that the kicks are gonna make him not be this way. There's something about him being trapped in irons that is like one of the worst things.
The kicks are nothing compared to this other problem.
Yeah. Oh. Where are we?
We're at sea.
Oh.
We are determining whether you're going to be a member of the crew or are you cargo. I'm supposed to be making the assessment. You don't want Mr. Potts to come down.
Cargo for what? You've got an Ikhunian all trapped up here. Give me a bow and I'll show you what I can do. Give me my horse.
You did have a bow.
Ganzorig has a bad feeling about having a horse no longer. He makes a quiet prayer in Ikhunian that his horse's spirit be invited to Akadi's realm and that she may teach the horse how to fly.
Don't worry, you'll be introduced to your horse soon enough.
Okay. Ganzorig's staring daggers at the guy. He's obviously pushed a button.
Hey, this one guy goes over to the side now that you're awake. He's taking his boots off and sitting on one of these hammocks. One of the pirates.
Let me out of here. This is Ganzorig.
From this distance, there's a whipping across the face. He is. Let's just see if. Yeah, he is very good at whipping. You will learn your place, and you will not speak that way to your betters.
Ganzorig's now pouting. Like, can he slip out of these bonds? He'll wait till the whip guy is gone, but he doesn't he doesn't care about the kick in the butt. He's like kicking in the wrong place. If you want to,
the kick guy.
I don't know. I don't have an escape artist, but Ganzorig does have a 20 dex, so he will try to
spend some time.
Yeah.
Okay, you spend some time wiggling at your chains. You end up. Give me a stealth, and we just need the stealth, really.
Okay, 23 in the stealth.
Okay, you're able to like surreptitiously shake and wiggle and twist, and it doesn't seem to be
So uncomfortable. As he's stopping whenever he gets a stare or whatever.
Okay. At another point... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Chains are strong. You might not want to talk to that guy that way.
Give me a spellcraft check for Sun Wu.
Sun Wu knows about spells, given that he is a Gestalt spellcaster, which is where we landed with his build. 28.
You know that the shackles that you and your foxy friend are wearing are magical.
If your shackles are like mine, they've got magic on them.
That's right. They'll need magic to keep an Ikhunian all trapped up like this. We're not meant for this stuff. We're meant for the open steppe and the open sky. This is not Akadi's territory. But you could see how the Lord of Water, he grumbles when Akadi blows down upon her.
Sure. You're a religious man, then.
The sky is above everything. It's hard not to notice.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay.
Has Sun Wu been fed?
Sun Wu knows that you get fed once per day. It should be relatively... It should be coming shortly. Sun Wu expects that a bunch of pirates are going to come down here to take a break and eat in a short period of time.
They're going to eat shortly.
Is Sun Wu restrained enough that he can't do somatics components?
His hands are.
Okay.
So if he has a way to use not hands for...
No.
If you're thirsty, I could create water for you, but my hands are all tied up.
Ooh.
And one of the things that Sun Wu knows about the manacles is people in authority can issue you commands, and it's very, very, very difficult to not obey them.
I don't know if now's the time for us to make an escape. Us being at sea and all.
How many pirates? How big of a crew?
Sun Wu is pretty smart. He's an incaster or could be a caster?
He's an incaster for sure.
Okay, so Sun Wu is able to count.
I sure hope in 20.
In 20? Okay. Sun Wu knows that there's got to be at least 40 people on board this boat.
40 guys?
And they're all part of the same crew?
They're all a part of the same crew. Some of the crew are much more dissident. Many of them have press ganged in. You do know that there is you know that the captain of the ship, his name is Harrigan. He is not to be trifled with. Oh, go ahead.
Don't mess with Harrigan. And there's 2 score. 2 score.
What score or what?
Unit of measurement 20. There are 40 of them. Do you know numbers?
Shut up. 40. Just say 40 then.
Okay, 40.
You know that Mr. Potts is the second in command of this vessel. He is a...
and Mr. Potts. Okay.
He is a brutal man. And then...
Who's the whip guy that came downstairs?
He is the Scourger. He's just known as the Scourge. He's the one who rallies the troops. He'd be like the lead man at arms.
Okay, Sun Wu gives a quick rundown.
Harrigan's a captain, not to be trifled with. Mr. Potts, miserable, first man. And then you just met the Scourge.
Yeah, I'll show that guy where to whip.
There's a strange woman on board that you've seen. You suspect she's a spellcaster of some sort. She doesn't talk much. You think she's probably from the Jade Empire, where the boat primarily seems to be Imperials.
Most of the people on here are Imperials.
Damn fools.
Yeah, well, they seem to got one on us. Perhaps whoever got one on us sold us to the Imperials. Not too sure exactly what they want us to do. Oh, and that's my friend. Sort of. That's Gotano.
Sunwoo's, without this guy watching, is pointing out. Sunwoo was about to say something, but he's not too sure about Ganzorig yet. Ganzorig is now looking at the box that's next to him. Hey, what's this? Just fucking try to open the box.
Okay, it appears to be locked.
Okay.
Ganzorig, you remember this box would be big enough for a friend of yours. You remember? You starting to think about it? And some of the memories are coming back. He's this guy who just likes freedom, and he helped you save some family members.
I like kick the box. Hey, you in there?
It's like a kind of
shit.
cramped.
My buddy Kahren's in there. I wonder why he's in the. Why are you in the box?
Oh, I slipped my bones and now I'm stuck in a box.
By Grumbar's beard, they sure got you bound in there with metal and wood.
Cool will give me the strength to get free.
The box starts to rattle a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. Keep on. He looks over to the pirate who's resting. Keep on doing it. Oh, don't
Stop
worry.
that over there! Like a boot comes flying.
I gotta take a piss.
Okay, a bucket gets kicked in your general direction.
Oh, okay, thanks. What's your name there, Chief?
What's it to you?
I don't know. They said something about us being part of the crew. I guess we gotta start getting to know each other, eh?
Herbert.
Herbert? I'm Ganzorig of the Ikhunians.
Well, Ganzorig of the Ikhunians, you some barbarian who rides a horse, uses a bow.
Hey, the Ikhunians were here before the Imperials were.
How do you speak to my friend that way? Open this box and I'll show you good fur.
Yeah, I've been here for a long time. How you do? How's the orcs treating yous?
Ganzorig's face just automatically goes cross. Fucking orcs. I don't see you. I don't see you Imperials fighting the orcs. Guess we got to do the dirty work for you.
It's your problem. Why don't you clean it up?
I'm not the one that through the gate.
Okay, at this point, a bunch of men start making their way down into this hold. They have bowls with them, little pieces of bread. They've got cups and mugs.
Sunwoo perks up, hopeful that he's gonna get a meal. Holds out his hand in a begging motion.
Okay. Fish guts. Actually, first, Shortstone makes his way down.
Uh-oh. Another name.
Sunwoo. He was captured with you, but very quickly became one of the crew. Ah, hard day's work. Time for us to eat. Libations many, I know. I'd rather go this way. He's not making eye contact.
Sunwoo's like staring down the gnome or the halfling or whatever it is.
Oh, way. Look at me, one of you, yes. Member of the Dread Pirate Harrigan's crew on the Wormwood. Yes, we are Wormwood pirates all.
Oh, that's the name of the boat.
Wormwood? Stupid name for a boat. Stupid name for a horse, too.
Yeah, it's definitely not a horse.
Yeah, but still stupid.
A very large man comes down. He seems to be rather inebriated. He does have a chicken riding him like it was a parrot. He has a pot of very meaty looking stew. He comes over. How you doing? How you doing today, son monkey?
Oh, Sun Wu, but very good. It would be better with a little bit of meat.
He gives you he pulls out a like a copper bowl. It has like no sharp edges on it. It's like nice and round.
Yep.
Pours some meat. We got a good supply these days. We'll be eating good for a bit here. Even you folks. Then gives you a piece of bread.
Sun Wu pauses for a moment. What kind of meat is it?
Knowledge nature or a heal check?
Yep. 28 knowledge nature.
It's a very gamey meat and very lean from a four-legged animal that can...
Sun Wu, my friend over there, Ganzorig of the Ikhunians, he doesn't want any of this.
Yeah, he doesn't need any of it either. The guy that was throwing his boot and kicking Ganzorig in the ass.
Well, I'm hungry. I could eat.
No, you shouldn't eat this stuff.
Why not?
Harrigan's pirates aren't all that bad, kid. Once you get used to us, you know, just don't cross the wrong folks and you'll be fine.
Sun Wu's hungry, but he's torn about whether or not he should gobble down the meat in front of Ganzorig, and he's having a he's staring into the bowl. He doesn't know. His stomach's maybe turning a little bit.
Okay. Fish Guts is slipping some meat cubes into Gotano's cage.
Is Gotano eating?
He's sleeping right now.
Okay. Someone who's glaring at Gotano.
Your decision is being noticed. Come on. I'm Fish Guts. What's your name? I do the cooking around here.
Ganzorig of the Ikhunians. I've said it 3 times already.
Not too good with names. And the big feller, he bunks on top of the cave, of the chest.
That's Kahren. Clan Oban, I think. I don't know. Why don't you?
Clan of course.
Why don't you let him out of there and he could introduce you?
Well, it was under pretty strict instructions.
This little hole here for the key, I guess, is pretty small for feeding him. He looks at the meat. Is he being given a bowl?
No, he's being given a bowl.
Okay.
A bowl and a piece of bread.
How hungry is Ganzorig?
Ganzorig hasn't eaten for 3 days.
Okay, Ganzorig's starting to wolf it down.
Oh, additionally, Ganzorig is seasick. So...
if he feels like eating, he'll eat it.
Okay, I'm going to roll a D2. On a 1, he's hungry. He's hungry. He's hungry and has appetite.
He starts wolfing it down.
Okay.
So who doesn't say anything.
There you go.
This is good. Does Ganzorig recognize?
The sun who's had hard winters before.
Or Ganzorig has, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He kind of lets the cube half chewed go from his tongue back into the bowl. This is my horse, isn't it?
Well, technically it was the captain's horse, but it was a little gamey. We had to stew it a bit.
Okay, he's as much as his chains are allowing him, he's throwing the copper bowl with the meat cubes at the guy who kicked him.
there's a why I oughta. There's like a tussling. You know, a couple guys come over and kick Ganzorig. Like they're you'll learn your place. You'll learn your place. You're getting sort of stomped on a bit.
You killed an Ikhunian's horse.
We'll do it again too. We can kill an Ikhunian just as easy as a horse.
Ganzorig's going to stick his finger down his throat and retch, just to make a mess in front of.
Okay, give me a. I guess it's a con check. I guess would be it's a con check to do that. As I think. Okay. You get a +2 because you're not feeling well.
6.
Okay, you're doing it, but you don't have like the strength of will. You're over there trying to.
Okay, I'm making horrible noises.
You're making horrible noises
in protest, and then we'll just sit there and.
Yeah, there's somebody makes a rude remark about the last time they were on shore, and you're left to your own pitiable state. Fish Guts does leave a bottle of, like a half-drank bottle of rum on the chest.
Okay. Ganzorig will swipe that.
I don't know how we're going to get food to you in there, big guy. You should be less punchy next time to let you out. I think he taps the chest. Okay. Grok is just there watching. There's this big orc.
Oh. Dinner for pirates. What he says is he hunkers down with the alcohol. He'll take a swig. Is it strong?
It's not strong enough to burn. It'd be like 50-50 mixed with beer.
Okay,
like,
so it's not like they just
20%.
gave me a potential weapon.
No, they didn't give you a firebomb.
Okay, well then he's
like 20%.
He's gonna drink it. Sunwoo is, when Ganzorig's not looking, popping the meat cubes into his mouth. Ganzorig cheers the trunk with clink. Oh, don't worry, I'll save you a bit.
I believe you.
Hey, this guy's got to eat and drink.
He's uppity, even more uppity than you. He'll last a couple days.
Uppity. Akadi will show you up.
Oh, you want to finish? Oh, you want? Oh, yeah. The other pirates are actually bullying Shortstone a bit. They're taking some of his biscuit and some of his meat, and he's looking slightly awkward.
Sunwoo's hiding his food from like eating now quickly as he's seeing that they're running out or they're trying to steal stuff from him.
Okay.
He flicks a little bit of gristle at Gotano to try to wake him up.
Okay. Give me a attack roll from someone.
Sure. Is this considered a throw anything?
Is he a bomber?
He's a bomber.
Oh, there's also there's fortune points and hero points in the tank.
Oh, nice. Fortune and hero. I'm gonna.
Oh, Ahmed's in the chat. Ahmed's in the chat. Go Ganzorig.
Ganzorig, go. Nice. Let me mark those down before I forget. So, Marty, 1 hero, 1 fortune, and Sunwoo's a bomber. Yeah, he's pretty good at throwing stuff.
He also has throw anything. So
he has throw anything, and he has a trait. I just want to see if the trait is only with splash. Okay.
It's a sloppy piece of meat.
Yep.
With a sauce on it,
16 minus whatever because he's got his chains and
you're able to hit the not moving
okay
fox. You're able to hit his cage.
Yeah, he flicks a piece of gristle at Gotano.
His eyes open up. He's looking at you with cute little fox eyes.
Dinner.
Also, you know he's a bit of a jerk sometimes.
Yeah, the tone on Sun Wu is a bit more harsh, and he goes, dinner.
Okay, he starts eating the meat cubes.
Sun Wu's muttering about the stupid fox. Stupid fox. If it wasn't for the stupid fox, it wouldn't be in this situation. something really quick.
Something.
Yep.
Are you actually talking to a monkey, or is that just?
No, I think they're called venars.
Hanu in our, Hanu in our native tongue, but venarans to you. It's fine.
Okay. Like Ganzorig doesn't. The meaning, like to Ganzorig, the meaning was expressed. All this like clarification and like refinement on the meaning is like a waste of breath to him. Like he's like, whatever.
Okay, Ganzorig, not feeling well, an extremely empty stomach, is basically that rum is starting to go down. We're gonna say pretty smooth.
Yeah. Yep.
He gets himself into a bit of a stupor, and he starts having some memories. We're going to switch maps.
Okay.
All right.
Who's Ganzorig? Not only have I tweaked their builds for the last month, I've practiced their
You've just been doing the voices, just talking to yourself, going to the bathroom and things. Oh,
okay.
I need to get groceries. All right. So, tool. Players on current view.
Ooh. This looks Ikhunian.
You have memories of the last time you heard your grandfather give his speech. Your great-grandfather giving the customary talk. You know the words to it. You know how it goes. But it's this way of keeping your clan's history and teaching it to the young ones. They learn it as they grow. And it's just a tradition. Here you have we have your great-grandfather is there, your grandfather is there, your father is there, your grandmother is there, your mother is there, your great-grandmother has passed a long time ago.
My father, great-grandfather, grandfather, father, mother, uncle.
Uncle being your mother's sister, or your mother's brother, sorry.
Yep.
Your grandmother, your sister, your brother Yasuge.
Nice. Twin brother.
Yes, your twin brother Yasuge. There's the children of the clan. You've got some of the other, just representing the rest of the clan, right? The rest of the people. Saran is a close to you and close to your brother, and you're kind of competing over who could be closest. There's a little bit of a
who's winning. Who's winning currently?
He's closer to her than you are on the map.
Okay, all right. Okay. Might be the reason why I left.
Come now, sit. It is time for the tale of the Torum Bata. We tell the tale of our people, our proud kin. We are the Torum Bata, brave Ikun, children of the Great Mother, warriors, conquerors, poets, lovers. The Torum Bata came to these lands in a gust that turned into a typhoon, a fist of the great Khan, when the four winds had conquered all that there was in Gazarija. The bravest needed to look outward to prove their strength. Our fathers, our mothers were those brave ones. They followed Geza the conqueror, Geza the explorer, Geza the father of a golden age. An Ikhunian warrior who felled the thickest castle wall with a single blow of his hammer. walls. His bow, so strong, it could... a bow so strong it would take 2 teams of horses and a troll to string it. Arrows from this bow could punch a hole clean through adamantine plate as thick as your wrist and the knight behind it. His horse, Sudrin al-Kham, you know this means shadow step, was as black as the darkest night. So fast it could outrun the thunder. Gezar could see the flash and outrun the bang. Sudrin al-Kham's legs were so strong that he could leap between worlds, one corner of the empire to another, from Gazrija to Ruak-Darak. Gezar saved the Guardian Mother's great tree from profound darkness, and in exchange, the peoples of Gazrija were granted travel along its roots and branches. The opportunity to spread the great empire across many worlds was before our people, a rising storm. The Toram Batar were one of the many clans that followed the tree of Durak, a fresh land with many open plains to conquer, a place where the Toram Batar name could be grown and made to endure the ages. A land with short, slow stone men, Grumbarians, dwarves, gnomes, those who live in caves. They mine rock, they polish gem, they make the most beautiful treasures. Excellent additions to the great empire. Our influence and control ran from the Eye of Fathoms in the east to the Altair Mountains in the west. The doors of Durak's great city showed our people great reverence through both tithing and gift. Even the jade to the south tied to us, from behind their little wall and gate, so shameless to hide behind that wall after following our people across the tree.
Ganzorig notices his brother kind of not paying attention and maybe paying more attention to Saran.
Mm-hmm.
He gets mad for a moment, but then he realizes if his brother is just going to stay behind to raise children, Ganzorig's never seen the Eye. He's never seen the wall. He's never seen the Altar Mountains. He's never seen the edges of what Gezar's kingdom has been. So he likes the story and then continues to pay attention to his grandfather.
The Bojkun. He has a very big scowl on his face.
Yep.
The Ringmen. They also came. Shiny suits, slow horses.
Okay, Ganzorig like mimics this meeting.
And big boats. We taught them to fear the bow. Their guns only mask their weakness. North of Kahren Drench, they learned the Ikhunian ways. Horse and bow, speed and bravery. These are stronger than rows, stronger than columns, stronger than numbers, and stronger than guns. They now play in Estitia's seas with the Jokdam and the iron and the snakes. The lands are ours. The Bojkun were also careless and undisciplined. They brought the Nugun Takal, the Ruak, the Orcish horde. They lost their magic ring.
Ganzorig spits.
They lost their magic ring, and our lands become overrun with the endless flood of Urak. The moon forsook Urak-Darak. She averts her eyes from the horrors of the Bajkun have unleashed. Even the great tree is closed. The way to Gazrija, lest the Nagun Takal poison her roots and infest her branches. Now we live a nomadic life, We honor our ancestors. We outlive our foes. One day we will be reunited with the great empire. We will be made whole. Torom Batar. At this point, there's a cheersing and effectively a feast, as this year's schooling in terms of history has been taken.
You've got that typed out somewhere.
I do have that typed out somewhere.
Okay, because we are going to make liberal reference to it. That is the truth. And that is the only truth I need to know.
Yeah, this would be Ganzorig's version of events.
Ganzorig's 1 rank in knowledge religion and 1 rank in knowledge planes. There we go.
Perfect.
Where we came from and who we worship.
They're mentioned within. Okay. This night's feastings went late. There was an ill feeling on the wind, Ganzorig. Give me it would be survival, I suppose. Survival, sense motive, or wisdom check.
It'll be survival to track, or just regular survival?
It's regular survival.
Nat 20, 30.
The skies are more alive than you know. A storm is coming.
Oh.
A big one.
Fathers and mothers, storm's coming. Big one. He just points at the part of the sky that would tell him this, but he doesn't explain it any further.
Yep. All right. That evening, you warn your people that there's going to be a storm. What you did not know was that orcish raiders were coming. Where were you battening down?
I'm assuming Ganzorig's at this point a man, so he has his own tent.
Yep.
There's a...
You don't share a tent in part because you are a man of status within the clan.
Okay. There's an optional extra bedroll that he unrolls out, but unfortunately this night it is empty. He will batten down there, but sitting alone in his own tent, he'll make sure that his shit's not going to fly away, but then we'll go check on others. As a inquisitor of Akadi,
okay.
I think, holy man of Akadi, I think it's probably his responsibility to make sure that other people are being safe.
Okay.
I assume these tents are somewhat dug as well?
Yeah, you are a nomadic people, but you do stay in places for enough time.
Would it make sense that the
biggest in for a foot?
Would the biggest, deepest place would be the safest? Like this big tent in the middle?
That's a good idea.
Okay, so he's going to suggest that people go and group up at least women and children and that sort of thing into the big tent.
Okay. All right, you've got people are somewhat scattered out. You've brought the women and children into the main tent.
He will kick his brother's tent. He won't go in, but he knows, hey, you should probably take refuge in a big tent.
Okay. Give me a percentile roll.
93.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Again, it's a solo one. It's just you.
I think it's plus 10. No, it's 11. 16.
Okay. Something has spooked the horses.
Okay.
Also, Marty, if you could drop some horse tokens down, because I forgot them.
Yeah, no problem.
I was going to ask you before.
Just some light war horses?
Just light horses.
My kingdom for a horse. Does Ganzorig have a horse? He does not have the class feature of animal companion yet.
He has a horse.
He has a horse. Okay.
Yes. He has a horse that is just a horse.
I don't have any Mongolian horse tokens.
That's fine.
Unfortunately.
That's perfect. Just to represent horses. Just gonna go like this off the side. There's some horses. All right. Okay.
Okay. Somebody spooking the horses. Ganzorig's gonna find the nearest, I don't know, warrior, and call him over for him to go check on the horses.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I have.
Ganzorig's not, surprisingly, even though he's a ranger inquisitor, he's not the best at handling animals. He's a really good rider. He's just not.
Shut up and listen, horse.
Yeah, he's not the guy who trains them. Is basically.
All right.
His ride's pretty good. It'll be plus 13 with the right saddle.
All right. So you get one of the men to go and check on the horses. I'm just going to copy this.
Yeah, he'll grab it. Given that he's running around helping everyone else out, he'll grab his like regular equipment, like his weapons and stuff.
Okay. Yep.
Go check on the horses.
All right.
It's just a bit of Akadi's wind, you foolish beasts.
All right. You go to check on the horses. The man you sent is dead. And you see the horses being shooed. Like there is a orc. I'm just going to unfog some map here. That is currently shooing your horses away. It is an early evening.
All right. Well, horse theft is probably sufficient for death. So,
oh yeah,
Ganzorig's going to unload his just loose arrows at the orc.
Okay.
Do you need attack rolls?
Yes, please.
Okay, we are going to
they got to steal your horses. You get to shoot him with arrow.
Okay, we're going to rapid shot.
Okay.
Let's see. Is he within 30?
By the time you saw him, yes.
Okay. Ironically, he carries a orcish horn bow.
You know where you got it from.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just check my powers for a second. No, I won't spend that yet. I have a sense of... how many problems this is. All right, just a two point blank shot, rapid shot with a first action, AC 26, AC 15.
Okay, the AC 15 hits armor.
Okay.
It's out there chanting. Get him.
9 damage from the one that didn't.
Okay. We're just gonna put the damage on.
That's the first action. I don't know what round this is. Like,
it's the surprise round. You caught him.
Okay.
Yep.
Third arrow. I do have precise shot, so I'm worried about hitting those.
The horses aren't competitive.
Okay. AC 11.
Okay. You notice several more orcs coming around. They look like they're trying to silence you.
Yeah, Ganzorig's gonna yell out, "Awakens!"
Okay. The jig is up. The one who got shot with the arrow blows a horn, and it becomes to be very loud and chaotic. Let's get the initiative sheet going.
Awesome. Ganzorig's already in there. Just a FYI, Ganzorig with Dex, Wisdom to initiative. His archetype and his domain has a plus 13 initiative.
Oh, he goes. This will be very easy. He goes, but everybody else goes.
Yeah, it's Dex 5, Wisdom 2, his archetype 2, and his domain 2. Animal domain feather.
All right, so we have in the villain slots.
Yeah, that's before contemplating whether or not he could take improved initiative in his build. Like, I haven't planned out his build all the way to 20, but yeah, pretty quick. Rackians! Katie, guide my arrows.
All right, and then we have the, I'm going to say the Ikhunians, representing like the civilians and stuff.
Yep.
They're relatively dexy, and we're going to have the Tombatars, just representing your, basically the men of your family as well as your sister, who are all of warrior stock.
Is my
AKA,
horse, horse nearby?
Your horse is amongst the horses that are there.
Okay.
As in, it's currently going the wrong direction because somebody is kicking it this way, and now fighting is happening. So the Tombatar have a +4 initiative. They're really fast, just in general. There's a bunch of archers, and I think Ganzorig is fast and strong. Okay, Marty, if you could do the random number thing, just because you're super slick at that, and
Sure.
it gives me the ability to go, wee. Hey,
And complain when you don't like the way it works.
Yeah.
All right, random numbers are there, and then I'm going to, I'll erase. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that party's not there.
Okay, it's just Ganzorig.
You'll know when they're there.
Oh wow, Ganzorig goes first.
Oh, go! Oh wow, he goes first.
Rolling a 15 plus 13. Yeah, pretty good. All right, so
Your whole family goes first. So it's the in fact the Ganzorig, the Tombatar, and then the Ikhunians.
That makes sense. Ganzorig is going to use a swift action to activate Judgment. He's going to activate a Judgment of Justice for a +1 to hit.
Okay.
I think that he only gets 1 per day at this level. So that's done. He is going to... So that's the Swift. As a standard action, he's going to call upon Akadi to guide his arrows and cast Divine Favor.
Okay.
That's 1 first level spell that lasts 10 minutes or 10 rounds. So Divine Favor. All right, and then we're going to rapid shot that same orc that I injured before.
Okay.
This time, instead of at a +10 plus 10 will be, so it'll be at +7 for rapid shot. Point blank is 1, and Divine Favor is 1, and the Judgment is 1. So we're at +10 plus 10. AC 28 and AC 15.
Okay, 1 hit.
Okay. 2d6 plus 3 plus 1 for point blank shot, plus 1 for.
This is such a good bow.
Plus 1 for. Yeah, it is.
Wait till gravity bow comes out.
4th level ranger, we get it. Point blank shot, Divine Favor, and the Judgment is only to a hit. So 14 damage on that arrow.
Okay. This orc warrior screams. He is still awake, although he has a sucking chest wound.
You stupid orcs don't go down.
Okay.
That's us holding our ground.
Okay. And it would be the Tomo Batar. Would you like me to run them, or are you running them?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know what they do.
All right. Your grandfather is helping, like, your great grandfather is protecting his yurt. he's aged. Grandfather and your sister, are coming out, and they're grabbing weapons. Grandmother is staying with the children. Your uncle is getting a tetsubo. You know that your Uncle Gambu is not the archer stock that the rest of the family is. He is the hit it with the biggest thing you can until it stops moving version.
We've heard of the great hero Uker before.
You've heard of the great hero Uker before.
Okay, so yeah, he Ukers his way through things.
He Ukers his ways through problems. Your father and mother are also getting their gears together this round. They were more battening down, getting ready for a storm than for a surprise attack by orcs. The Ikhunians.
What about Yasuge?
Yasuge and Saran, you don't know. They might have been busy.
Yasuge, get up! Get your bow! Lazy bastard.
Little bitch.
Just brotherly mocking.
Yep. A group of males form together. You have a troop.
You might have more spears in that tent than you want, Yusuke.
Come here, brother, come in.
Stand out here by myself.
The wind is whipping.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Katie's looking like a madman right now.
All right. Orc riders. Over the sound of the wind, Ganzorig, you hear something loud circling the camp. You get just the sense of motion on the edge of your vision. It looks like they're trying to use their orcish senses to their advantage, the dirty bastards.
This is at night, yeah.
It's at night. The unusual night storm. That's the riders. The archers. Yeah, you're firing at our guys. You're trying to kill our dudes. Ganzorig, a volley of arrows is sent your direction.
From a troop or from individuals?
It's a reflex save. They're coming from the shadows. A reflex save is required.
Damn it. 15.
15. Give me one second. That is really close to just the basic DC. Okay, so Ganzorig, you get clipped by an arrow for 7. There's a couple of arrows, one stuck in your foot. There's one stuck through your hat to cut your ear.
Whew, that's bad.
All right. Then that's the archers, the warriors. The warriors are coming forward. They are trying to wrangle horses. They're basically spending their round trying to shoo the horses away. Doesn't look like one of the horses is not, shooing properly. Like they failed their handle animal check.
How's this guy looking? The 23 damage?
Very bad. Okay. He has a sucking chest wound. We'll get to him in a second. Okay. They basically, these two to the north are these 3 horses are representing the horses there's more than 3 horses, obviously.
Yep.
They are actually attacking the horse. Okay. So they're using falchions because old school. Okay. They severely wound one of the horses, and it does startle the horses. The horses are basically moving back. Ganzorig, your horse is this one that's close, or one that you are familiar with.
Yep.
This horse is going to make a wisdom Jerry will save. It does not really make it. This orc warrior isn't trying to handle it anymore. It's kind of backing off. I will just roll it like a grenade. 1d8, 1d6, 2. So it actually ends up following the other horses as opposed to coming towards you.
Stupid wrong way.
This warrior is clomping up towards you and is swinging a falchion at your head.
Okay.
Oops. Here we are. Okay, and AC 19.
Nope. Flat-footed 17 with 5 dex, AC 22.
Okay, you see he's bleeding very heavily from his chest.
Okay. You're supposed to lie down when you get hit like that.
Yeah, you fought orcs before? Who are your favorite enemies, or do you have favorite enemies?
I don't. I gave them up for a bunch of, like...
Inquisitor powers or something?
No, panache grit-like powers. One of them is deadly aim, where I spend a grit to make a ranged attack as a touch attack.
Okay. Ganzorig, you see something that you are familiar with and makes your heart sink. You see orcs coming forward from a back rank with nets and man catchers.
Oh no, get everyone out of here! Ganzorig's charisma is not very high, so I don't know if people listen to him.
And then circling around the other side is, just on the edges of your vision, is a very large beast with a very large orc atop, wielding what appears to be a glaive in one hand.
They got our horses, so our way out. Can we outrun? Is there a place where our people hide?
Typically, it's you move faster than the orcs.
Yep.
The orcs tend to ride like you know that the orcs tend to ride pigs and yaks, and your horses outrun both of them easily.
But they yoinked our horses right now.
But they're in the middle of trying to yoink your horses as you were battening down for a storm. You could try to go on foot. They will be uncooperative. You do know that the orcs, while they can see at night, they don't see very far, so you can hide from them.
Yeah,
but you have to hide.
I think we need to make a push to get our horses. They're getting no horses.
All right. End of the round. Oh, sorry. I'm going to add to the initiative. There's one thing missing from the initiative. The storm. The storm goes at the end of the round. Thank you. Okay. The storm itself is not decided to go nuts. It's natural 20 on its saving throw versus storminess. All right. Ganzorig. There's a dude in your face. He's swinging a sword. He should be dead, but he doesn't. His body just hasn't figured it out yet.
Okay. I'm going to use my swift to 5-foot step back from him.
Okay.
Because we don't got point blank mastery at this level. We're going to stick an arrow in him to make him go down. Let me just read one power first. It's a single ranged attack. Interesting. Okay. I can spread rapid shot between two different foes, right?
Yes.
But I have to declare as I'm rolling them?
You fire them both. The rapid shot is... So many shot goes on one. Rapid shot, it's not like you... I think you can go like ping ping or like see if he goes down first.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll do that.
Pathfinder second ed that had the whole like you had to declare it at the beginning.
Yeah. All right. So this is will be 7 another plus 10s. All the bonuses that are running. AC 29.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
All right. Oh, minimum damage 7.
Okay. He teeters for a second. You think he's good. You're just disappointed he's not going to go down, and then he tips. He just collapses, holding onto the arrows in his chest.
Okay. This guy is closest. AC 13 is a miss.
Yep.
We are going to spend a grit to make an attack as a touch attack against the rider of the yak thing.
Oh, you've chosen death, have you?
That's just a Hail Mary.
Yep. Screw you, boyo, from downtown. Okay.
Just, yeah, well, take out their leader and maybe create some chaos. Let me take off the grit first. And then this would be normally +9. Rapid shot penalty is 7. It's a +2 for iterative attack. And then I've got 2 powers running, Divine Favor and the Judgment. So it's a +4 against his touch attack.
Okay.
AC 15.
Okay, yeah, you touched the guy who... You touched the guy who has a dex of +3.
Okay. He took 14 damage from an arrow.
Okay, his like orcish breastplate, spiked breastplate does nothing as you stab one into his other side. Like the other, his token's got like he's very Conan-y looking token.
Yep.
You slam an arrow into his pectoral on the other side. It does significant damage. Does not look pleased. There's a grunt. Give me 1 second. I have to check when barbarians get DR. It does 13 damage. Okay.
And then I've got my last action. 5-foot step, rapid shot. The special shot's just as an attack, and then I don't know, what am I gonna do? I think we're just shooting our last arrow for the round. Or do we want to move back? Yeah, Ganzorig's... We don't have all the hit points in the world, so Ganzorig is gonna move back to where... Is his grandmother standing out in the field by herself right now?
Well, they're getting out of the tent, right?
Oh, okay.
They basically there was a tent here that was being being protected from the wind, and they're hopping out.
All right. Well, he's gonna go back and join them and shoo them in, like, get behind the warriors.
Okay. All right. The Tomor Batar. The Tomor Batar, we have first, your father is going to loose arrows. He is going to aim at the yak rider because you showed that he bleeds. Okay.
Attacks.
Your father is fucking him up, as the children say. 37 damage to the yak rider. So 50 damage to him before he's even gotten in. He's displeased with this. You're wounded. How many hit points do you have?
Ganzorig has 36. He's taken 7 damage.
Okay, so we're not... Stop getting shot. She is going to cast a Cat's Grace on you.
Oh, nice. Oh. Akadi's grace.
Katie's grace. Your grandfather.
Ganzorig does a little like fist pump with the bow before the next arrows are.
Your grandfather is going to. Your grandfather is rallying the troops and joining this. Actually, no. Your grandfather is rallying the troops. Uncle runs forward to join the troop of melee dudes. Range, send you back. All right. So Gambu and the Ikhunian males are sinking their initiative and are basically, like this round, they're basically getting ready to defend the family, your women and children. Your great-grandfather is going to, let me just see. He's going to cast a spell. He's not so good with his bow. You know your great-grandfather was too stubborn to get his bow remade. You know, he can't quite draw it anymore, but, you know, people don't talk about it. It's like one of those.
He knows the histories.
All right, he is going to cast.
Then if we give him a weenie bow, he can't use it from horseback. Because apparently you can't use a normal longbow from horseback, but you can use the composite longbow from horseback.
The rules are stupid.
Yep. Maybe it's just because you can't pull it back as far, and it doesn't have any like extra tension on it.
Yeah. It's about the length of it, but it's like longbows can have incredibly hard draws. Like
I imagine these orcish horn bows are just miserable.
Oh. Yes. All right. So your great-grandfather is going to actually. Apologies. We are going to
Earthquake.
No, he's not that great. I don't have the ranger spell list memorized.
Summon Ooker.
That would be a good one. He is putting up a wind wall, also across here.
Okay.
He will be ready. He's actually going to be ready with the wind wall to block the attacks of their archers.
Cool.
Okay, and sister is going to whip some arrows. Her arrows have bits of, like, they glow funny. Ganzorig. When she fires them, they glow like these bluish purple colors. You never quite figured out how to do it that way.
That's it. Light up the darkness so we could see those blasted Ruakians.
It's a great idea. She will cast light on an arrow and whip it into the darkness. She's going to whip a arrow here. We're going to roll a d20, make certain it doesn't miss. That's fine. All right. There is.
We'll shoot the arrow straight.
Okay. Basically lights up the battlefield.
Oh no.
There's much more motion than you were hoping for.
Okay. What do we do, Dad? That's what he says. His father's right beside him.
We defend. We have to draw them off, I think.
Could use the tents as cover.
Mother, have them take the women and children. They're not safe here. We will not win this by just standing.
I think we need to use the tents.
100%. The storm. How angry is the storm? Okay, the winds are picking up. It's not quite adding penalties to archery attacks, but it is definitely windy out. You wouldn't want to fly a kite right now. Or you really would. Either way. Oh, sorry. I missed the enemy's turns. All right.
Oh, that's fine. They can stand there. Fine. They're like, oh shit, we're fighting Ikhunians.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. So the horses are kind of scattering around.
Yeah, I don't know how we would have. That random scatter of my horse. I'm like,
oh wait, there was like a 50-50 chance it would just like walk right up to you, you hop on it, you'd be the hero, right?
Stupid horse.
Stupid horse.
You're not the one that's going to be turned into the animal companion.
Oh, sorry, Yasuge and Saran. They are exiting the tent, or they're like you see the flap opening. They're not properly clothed.
Yeah, like get over there.
There's a shocked look on Yasuge's face. He also looks embarrassed. All right. The top of the round, not top of the round, it is the top of the enemy's turns.
Well, he'll shoot them back into the tent if he doesn't want them. Stay in there if you're not ready for battle.
Looks like he was doing another form of battle. Your uncle said something about wrong kind of battle. All right, the riders. The riders this round are circling still. The archers. The archers aim at Ganzorig, Dagon, and Garolma. A wall of wind blocks the arrows. It also comes across to guard Yasuge and Saran. The warriors. These warriors are moving up. These ones are coming around.
Do they know how troops work?
Not really.
Not really. They're very brave / dumb.
They're very brave / dumb. These two are going into a tent and they're kicking through it.
Okay.
There's a 50-50 chance there was you gathered everybody in. There's a 1 in 3 chance there was somebody in the tent. Nope, that tent does not have people in it currently. The slavers are going to follow those who are 2 of them are following those who are chasing the tents. 2 of them are coming this way. These 2 warriors can attack the troop as they had enough movement. 1 second, I think that missed. That is not the right one. Nope, they that gets caught on armor. All right, I have to apologize. I have an emergency. I'll be right back.
Yep. This is tense. It's like, hey, look at all these cool tokens for your family members. Oh, and by the way, orcs are now attacking, and they took your horses away. Ganzorig's got mounted combat and mounted archery. The problem with him deking in and out is everyone else is not on their horses, so... Yeah. Is this going to be a tragic backstory? I will fight to try to make it not tragic. Damn Ruakians. He is an Inquisitor preacher, so he will have like a once per day reroll if I don't like what happened. The reroll could be on an attack that Ganzorig made, or on a melee or ranged attack against one of himself or his ally.
Apologies.
No,
I
it's
had-
Preacher's ally. So he's got a once per day fix the Bobo. Anyways.
I had an extreme case of like, oh no, I have to pee really bad right now.
that's fine.
If
If you want to synchronize the bladders, you just watch the stream for a minute and I'll go.
Okay. Oh God. Suddenly, tragically needed to pee. The backstories are almost always tragic. Yeah, there's different levels of tragedy. This one is going to potentially be tragicer than others. I mean, when the story starts with you shackled and shit kicked out of you in the bottom of a boat, being either press gagged into joining a pirate crew against your will, or sold as merchandise, yeah, big oof. Yeah, no, this harkens back to like a very, very old campaign, where previously it would have been referred to as like Black Dog stuff. I thought it would be like Black Dog is obviously going to be an important character, but it is amongst the cast. And last time when we did this, we really shortchanged some of the other characters' backstories. Backstory revenge. I haven't been done too dirty. Like, I haven't been done gloriously dirty with a backstory. I don't think Marty's ever been like just absolutely destroyed. Like, the most destroyed, it was actually another player. It was his first time DMing, and it was like, here's your quarter hit die child. We're going to do your dramatic backstory. It was like, I can't jump out the window. I've got 2 hit points. I'll die. How do I run away? Yeah. No. This is an appropriate level. Appropriate level of backstory. Okay. All right. So the orc warriors attacked the Ikhunians. They were unable to do damage. The slavers are coming forward with nets and man catchers. They're going through tents on their own. They will go through another tent on the north side. They do not find anyone in their tent, and they're going to bypass the fight. They'll use their last action to try to circle around. Another group of orc warriors is actually like corralling or killing some horses as they go. So they'll be used as meat later. And the rider who got his ass kicked.
How's he looking? Is he bloody?
He's looking like he doesn't want any more arrows to the face.
Well, yeah, you attacked an Ikhunian village. What did you expect?
You just shoot a bunch of goober orcs for a while.
That's not how we play. If we were all on horseback, we'd kill the leaders right away laughing, and then come back a few hours later.
Yep. He rides up to a full trot and rides off into like the darkness around. He's not currently on the battlefield. You have to go chase him down or bring some light with you.
Okay.
All right. The now in my pissy fury, aka I had to run away in a pee. Did I roll? I think I already rolled the storm. I think that was the 16.
I don't know.
I will roll for the storm.
You rolled last time for the storm, I think.
Yeah. Okay. The winds are picking up. It is getting bad, and there's a wave approaching. Now I'm going to switch maps really quick just to show what is approaching. It's hard to see in the darkness, but this sense of doom is coming. And if you've